wow, Wizard Fafnir's so cool. Hey, I heard that Frey doesn't even own the Bay. What? Get that out of here. Hello, everyone, and it's like my reflection is on those lights right there. Alright, well, no glasses for this video. I'm sorry to all the people who wanted the glasses in the video. But I did a community post and I did this poll, and the Fafnir video got the most amount of votes, so we're going to talk about it. I'm just going to mostly have screenshots while I'm talking in this video, or maybe I'll have some battle footage as I'm talking, but yeah, if you agree, comment and like. If you disagree, still like and comment. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below for this topic. I do urge you to at least watch to hear all my points to the end before you say anything, but we all know people love to do that. Alright, so I always get comments, no matter what. Okay, it doesn't really matter what it is, if it's a battle, if it's the actual episode review, which kind of makes a little bit more sense. Anytime you see this guy's face, you know, Fumiya's, everybody tries to comment, he sucks because he's not free, or Wizard Fafnir sucks because it's not free. Now, I really want to address the second part, right? Just because Wizard Fafnir has a different owner does not affect the performance of the Beyblade in real life, right? That's very silly. Because if Wizard Fafnir is owned by Free, everybody would have no complaints. No, everyone would praise Wizard Fafnir a lot more than it probably is getting. Which I find really silly, you know. I don't know. It's probably the weirdest comment I ever had to like reply to, because the logic's just not there. Now for the first one, a lot of people are very quick to judge, and I did make a community post on this a long time ago where I basically said this: you cannot judge something that is new and say it is going to be automatically bad, it's going to be horrible, it's going to be garbage. And I guess in the same way, you can't also say that something's going to be incredibly perfect. Now, you can say something could potentially be bad or could potentially be good, but you can't say, without a doubt, 100%, this is going to be the best thing or the worst thing ever, right? Because you don't know. And you know, I understand, right? Okay, basically, this is what I understand for the people. They just like returning blades. They don't like any of the new ones, right? But I don't think people really give the new bladers a chance, because basically what I said in my community post was this: that I like the new bladers sometimes even better than the old ones, and it depends how they handle that character. Because you gotta not look at it through the lens of, if it's not this character, it's bad. You gotta look at it through, what does this character bring to the table that the other one didn't, or how is this character unique, what is their personality? And you really do get some unique characters with new personalities for them taking up the mantle of whatever Beyblade that gets the evolution. So like for an example, Ken owns Kirbyus, right? We all know that. And then after, in the third season, we see that Kyle owns Hazard Kirbyus, and it's not Ken. And I think I actually do remember seeing some comments, people complaining that it's not Ken or whatever, or something like that. But Kyle was actually pretty cool, and I really liked Kyle in Beyblade Burst Show Z. I thought it was pretty unique, and I thought it was cool. He had his own little gimmick to them, and it was nice. Ken had his little puppet thing, Kyle has his little mask, and he was part of the Dead Grand, right? That was cool. And look at Xander to Xavier, which is more of an example towards passing on the torch. Xander was the original owner of Excalibur, or Excalius, use whatever name you want. And then after you have Xavier, who basically like gets the torch passed on to them, and he has his own Excalius Beyblade. Excalibur, whatever you want to say. And in the same case with Kyle, Xavier was also pretty cool as well. He had his own little cool gimmick to them. And I really enjoy that. And it's really silly to see comments like that, because you gotta understand, we have to wait to see what'll happen before it's good or bad. Because there's some characters that might just be one-dimensional and just be and we don't really care about them. And some characters that are actually like cool the more that we see them. Now with Fumiya, right? The comments that I get for Fumiya pretty much go something like this. Oh my god, Fumiya sucks. He's so
Fumiya nerfed him nothing. Like, what does that even mean? He has glasses or nothing because he was he got a nerf on him. So cool. Like, he doesn't make any time. He's blonde. Free didn't nerf him. Like, he started laughing and Free getting his back. That's like, it looks like it's from Surface.
I did it trash. I hate it. I can't understand it. Dragon Mantle. That's what. And look. Through, I would say, it's not even really 6 episodes. I think it's because the thing is with GT's weird because GT's like, the length is half an episode, what a full episode would be, right? So, we kind of saw, I would say, I don't know, maybe 2-3 episodes with him, really? And he has his own unique personality to him, and he has his own little gimmick to them. Like, Free was sort of like this chill person, very calm and relaxed. And he had very cool moments where he actually did get serious, right? And with Fumiya is sort of similar to, I would say, Joshua or even Zack, sort of having a bit of an ego. And that's another thing I don't really get. People complain that Fumiya gets too cocky, but like, have they seen like Joshua and Beyblade vs. God? Like, there are cocky players in Beyblade, and that doesn't really make them bad at all. It's very weird. It's very weird, right? I think people are just really upset because in the anime, for Beyblade vs. Show Z, which, spoiler alert, which either way, I don't know why you're clicking on this video if you didn't see Beyblade vs. Show Z or the 3rd season of Beyblade, which is Turbo if you want to go by the English name. This is what happened. So, Free basically gets his bait destroyed, right? And unlike Shu, who got his bait destroyed, Free doesn't get this. I don't even think Free got his repaired. And he just sort of like walked away in the final battle just staring at it. And I guess people are upset, but I don't know. The thing is this now, moving on to the next point, which I've mostly just been talking about why people are probably just upset, mostly just because it's new, and I basically made the point, you know, just because it's new doesn't mean it's going to be bad, because look at how they handle it. Now, we're going to move on to the next part. So, for returning bladers coming back, right? So that's the big thing a lot of people want. And when I say returning bladers, this is what I basically mean, because people get confused. A returning blader is not when the main cast continues on to the next story. That's when the main cast is replaced with a different cast, and a blader comes back from the previous cast to join. That's like what a returning blader is, to me. Because obviously, that's my definition, because if I just say returning blader, you'd say, okay, well, isn't it like almost most bladers that we see in Beyblade vs. God returning bladers? Because, no, that's not what my definition means for it, right? So, the returning bladers that were in Beyblade vs. Show Z were Xander, Silas, Kurtz, Louie, Volt, Shu, and Free. That's off the top of my head right now. That's like what, maybe like 7, maybe even more if I can remember. Also Chris too, and Raul. But like main bladers, right? Main bladers, not just like characters. Also, I guess Toko. No, Toko actually counts. Let's give some praise to Toko. Right, so those are the characters that come, right? So how many of those characters actually do something that's worth value, worth something to the plot, and actually was cool, right? That made sense for it. Oh, look at that! Look at what we're left with. All right, now let's go to the next one. How much of their actual interaction with the story was really valuable to it and really had importance to it? Oh, just that? Huh. Well, so there's really only 3 bladers that I guess you could really say did something of importance to the story, right? There's Louie, there's Shu, and there's Volt. A big surprise, they're from the 1st season. Because with the rest of it, Silas and Kurtz were just fodder for winning Valkyrie. Free, let's be honest now, has one battle with Aiga, wins, does nothing else, sits around. What else does he do? He battles against Kyle, which I don't really think that impacted the plot in any real importance, that did nothing. I guess the only real thing you could say that Free really did that helped impact the story is I guess helped Volt train with Chozi Valkyrie, which I guess you could say is important because Volt needed practice. Like, okay, sure. Because the thing is, he doesn't really do too much other than like maybe like 2, 3, 4 battles. That's kind of it. He doesn't really do anything to progress it. He's just there sort of like fan service. Like when he battles against Fi, he's battling against Fi just because, yeah, we made a bait for him. So we might as well just put him at some use, and he just loses. It's not like he does something where it's not like Shu, right? Because when Shu's there, Shu helps Aiga confront the darkness that he's battling against, and he actually helps Aiga train with his match against Fi that was going to happen in episode 51. Free's just there just because, you know, he's a popular character, but they didn't really do anything. Now with Louis, right? Louis kind of sucks too in how he was handled because he kind of was there and he didn't really do anything. Louis is sort of in the same sort of hole as Free, but not in the same hole as Silas and Kurtz. There are characters where they're there, but they don't really do all that much. And like, okay, I guess Xander also. I forgot to talk about Xander, right? Xander helped Xavier get his Excalibur, and he battled against Aiga, I guess, for practice, which I guess kind of has more impact than what Free did, because, like, again, Free really did not do that much. I guess he talked to Volt about resonance with Achilles, but again, he didn't really do that much. And this is my point, right? If characters that are brought into the story don't really do all that much, is there really a point to bringing them back other than just pure fan service, right? Because the thing is with Burst is not like the Metal Fight story with how it's formatted and how each season it makes sense, right? With Burst, it's more or less just big tournaments, that's it. Look, because the first season, tournaments, basically. Second season, tournament. Third season was kind of where it changed, but it was just, again, basically, it wasn't really a tournament. You know, third season wasn't really, but sort of just Because the thing is, the whole idea is that if you're going to have them there, at least do something with them, give them development, give them something, right? Because you don't really get all that much. And not to say, but like, Metal Fight has its problems too, right? I'm still not a fan of Zero G, which is actually ironic because I think Burst actually did a better job handling the main cast than Zero G did. Which actually, I might be more thinking, because the thing is with Zero, you know, I don't even want to do a rant on Zero G, but look, Zero G, right? It's there. It's my least favorite out of the whole Metal Saga. I just don't like it. It's, whatever. Alright, so basically let's boil it down to my point for this, right? So we got our first one, where it's just because it's new doesn't mean it's going to be bad or completely good. You have to wait and see. Number 2, if they're going to bring back a character, have some worth to it, not just fan service. Fan service is cool, but fan service where it's done right is a lot more satisfactory than just having it there. Right? Right? You get that? And that's kind of it. I'm tired, you know, I just want to do this. I'm tired of getting comments, man. Look, if you really are really upset with Free not being the latest season, or whoever else gets replaced, because Volt's never going to get replaced, because he's literally the main character in the first season. They can't do that to him. If you're really upset, just go rewatch the episodes with the characters in them, or even better, go buy the products of the ones that you like of the Bladers, and just do battles and use your imagination. Again, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else. I already made a jab saying Metal Fight is better than all Burst, and I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that whole yet. That's a whole other thing that I just really just don't want to. I don't want to have to deal with all the dislikes for all the Burst fans. But yeah, that's it for now. I guess let me know your thoughts. Yeah, well, I can't wait for the comment section on this one. Yeah, thanks for watching and bye.